Have you ever looked at a couple in a wedding and thought, wait, they don't even seem in love? Or maybe you know someone, maybe it's you, who married someone they didn't really love. So why would anyone do that? Is it pressure, fear, money, trauma? Today we're breaking down the psychology behind why people marry someone they're not actually in love with. And trust me, it goes way deeper than you think. Reason 1, love isn't always the goal. Here's the first thing people don't talk about. For a lot of people, love isn't the main goal. Security is. Some people grow up in chaos, unstable homes, unpredictable parents, emotional drama. So when they meet someone stable, calm, reliable, their brain goes, this feels safe, lock it in. That's not passion. That's nervous system regulation. And sometimes safety feels better than butterflies. Reason 2, attachment styles run the show. Let's talk attachment styles for a second. If someone has an anxious attachment style, they might marry whoever chooses them first. Not because it's love, but because they're terrified of being alone. If someone is avoidant, they might pick a safe partner they don't feel too deeply about because intense love feels overwhelming. So it's not always about the other person. It's about unresolved emotional wiring. Your childhood doesn't stay in your childhood. It shows up at the altar. Reason 3, family and social pressure. Now let's be real. A lot of people don't marry for love. They marry to meet expectations. Family pressure, cultural norms, age timelines. That when are you settling down? By 30, society starts acting like you're on clearance sale. So some people think they're good enough. Let's just do this. It's not romantic. It's strategic. Reason 4, stability over chemistry. Sometimes it's financial. Sometimes it's about building something practical. Love can feel risky. Stability feels predictable. And for people who have been heartbroken hard, predictable wins. They'd rather feel mildly content than emotionally wrecked again. Reason 5, to cognitive dissonance. Here's where psychology gets wild. If someone marries without love, their brain doesn't just sit there and say, oops, nope. It creates justification. They treat me well. Love grows over time. This is what mature relationships look like. That's called cognitive dissonance, when your brain adjusts your beliefs to match your choices so you don't feel internal conflict. Your brain hates regret, so it rewrites the story. Reason 6, fear of being alone. Let's be honest. A lot of people are not afraid of marrying the wrong person. They're afraid of ending up alone. Loneliness hits hard, especially in a world where everyone's posting engagement photos and baby announcements. So some people don't marry out of love. They marry out of fear, and fear is a powerful motivator. Reason 7. But here's the twist. Now here's the part nobody expects. Sometimes love actually grows. Not always, but sometimes. Psychology shows that emotional intimacy can develop through shared experiences, trust, and commitment. So a marriage that didn't start with fireworks might build warmth over time. But here's the catch. If it's built on avoidance, fear, or pressure, that stuff eventually surfaces. You can't outrun your psychology forever. So why do people marry someone they don't love? I will give you 2 scenarios. Scenario 1, the safe choice marriage, security over passion. Amelia, age 29, grew up in a chaotic household, constant fights, financial instability, emotionally unpredictable parents. She met Daniel, calm, stable, financially responsible. She didn't feel butterflies. No intense chemistry, but she felt safe. She told herself, he's steady, he'll never hurt me. They married within a year. Psychology behind it, nervous system regulation. Trauma response, stability is more important than passion. Subconscious desire to escape chaos. For Amelia, love wasn't the goal. Safety was. Her brain associated calmness with survival. Scenario 2, the fear of being alone. Michael, 34, had been single for years. Every wedding he attended felt like a reminder that he was behind. When he met Clara, she was kind and available. He liked her, but he wasn't deeply in love. When she hinted at marriage, he panicked internally, not because he didn't want her, but because he didn't want to start over again. So he proposed. Psychology behind it, fear of loneliness, social comparison, age pressure, scarcity mindset. What if this is my last chance? He didn't marry out of passion. He married to avoid isolation. Reason 8, the good on paper trap. There's another reason people marry without love. The person looks perfect on paper. Good job. Stable income, respected by family, no obvious red flags, and logically, it makes sense. But love isn't a resume. You can't spreadsheet your way into chemistry. Sometimes people convince themselves attraction isn't that important. Feelings fade anyway. This is what adult decisions look like. Reason 9, the timing factor. Here's something people don't admit. Timing plays a huge role. Sometimes someone meets a great person, but they're tired, or healing, or scared to start over. So instead of asking, is this deep love? They ask, is this good enough right now? And when you're exhausted from dating, heartbreak, or uncertainty, good enough can feel like relief. But relief is not the same as devotion. Reason 10, the identity shift. Marriage isn't just about love, it's about identity. Some people want to be a wife, a husband, parent, settled, chosen, and sometimes they want the identity more than the connection. If this made you rethink relationships in your life, drop a comment. And if you want more deep dives into human behavior, the stuff people don't usually talk about, hit subscribe. Because the real drama, it's happening inside the brain. Thank you and keep smiling.